All right, I absolutely love perfume. It's no secret. And I really enjoy being able to try new fragrances, get to experience new fragrance houses. And now when I say new, I'm talking about new to me. This particular fragrance house has been around for a very, very long time. They make some gorgeous fragrances that are timeless classics. And I'm really excited to be able to share some of those fragrances with you. Now, this fragrance house is the only fragrance house that has existed through 4 centuries in history. It has made groundbreaking discoveries in the formulation of perfume that has revolutionized the way perfumes are constructed. Without this particular fragrance house, modern perfumery as we know it today would not exist. And one of their fragrances that I'm going to share with you today was actually a signature scent to a queen. So if you want to know more about this, please keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sasha Scents. My name is Sasha. On this channel, I do fragrance reviews. So if you love that type of content, I really do hope you'll take a minute to subscribe, hit that bell, and then you know each time I upload a new fragrance review. Plus, I would absolutely love having you as a part of this family. I think we have a lot of fun here and I love interacting with you guys. I'm super excited. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some fragrances from the house of Houbigant Paris, which is a gorgeous fragrance house that's been around for a very, very long time. They have some very well-known fragrances, and I have 2 full bottles that I'm going to share with you today. But along with these bottles, I got sent a ton of their samples. Some of the samples they sent me was Iris du Champs, the Quelques Fleurs l'Original, La Belle SAISON, Essence Rare, Orange et Fleurs, and the Quelques Fleurs Jardin Secret. There are a couple of these samples that I really want a full bottle of, and so I'll review those after I review the full bottles that I have to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get right on into the video. The very first fragrance that I'm going to share with you, and I know you've heard this one many, many times, is Quelques Fleurs Royale Eau de Parfum Extreme from the Collection Privé line. This was created for the true royal at heart. It captures the explosion of florals with its luxurious oriental accords. And this is a luxurious fragrance that is just loaded with soft florals. Love the opening of this fragrance. Oh, I should show the bottle. I think it's really pretty. It also has a nice lavender bow around the neck. And let's talk about this fragrance. Now this opens with some blackcurrant as well as some grapefruit. And the grapefruit in here, I would say, is a little bit more on the slightly tart, almost bitter, but yet has some sweetness to it, if that makes sense. Mixes nicely with that blackcurrant. I think the opening of this really stands out. It has a slight powderiness to it as well. In the heart is where you're going to notice some soft florals. You're getting some jasmine absolute, some rose absolute, and then some violet. So if you enjoy violet, this definitely stands out in this fragrance, as well as the tuberose. There's also some notes of beeswax absolute. What I notice a lot in this fragrance is the dry down. This is where it becomes really almost like woody, very rich, very luxurious, very sensual. And you're getting some sandalwood, some cedarwood, and then you have a nice mix of some vanilla, which is creamy and smooth, with musk. And this musk is very reminiscent of like warm, sun-kissed skin. So it feels very luxurious. It feels very sensual, very pretty, very feminine. And if you do like florals, you will really enjoy this fragrance. I love the way this smells. Makes a great signature scent on a day-to-day basis. I would say probably this would be more for the spring, summer, early fall season, special occasions, or even a signature scent. Like I mentioned, it is a beautiful feminine fragrance. It feels very classy. You'll feel very confident wearing this. The projection is really nice on this. It's about an arm's length. It gets a little closer to the body, but it does maintain this nice bubble around you. So you're going to get wasps of this throughout the day, people standing nearby you. they're going to be able to enjoy this fragrance, especially when you walk by someone. It leaves this gorgeous trail. Longevity is really nice, lasts a long time on the skin, super long time on your clothes. So all around, very, very nice fragrance. So if you enjoy, like I mentioned, those florals that are soft, feminine, will make you feel confident, then definitely I recommend the QUELQUES FLEURS ROYALE. All right, this is Mon Boudoir Eau de Parfum Extreme from the Collection Privé line. This was originally launched in 1919 and was Queen Marie of Romania's favorite perfume, which she wore up until her death. And I have to say, out of the two, this one is my favorite. They're both lovely, don't get me wrong, but something about Mon Boudoir really, really stands out to me. It is such a beautiful, sensual, classy, feminine fragrance that just, I love it. I think it's the spiciness in this one. It does have that bergamot in the opening, so you get a slight citrus accord in the opening, but then it's surrounded with a pink pepper as well as a tamar pepper. And I don't like fragrances that have too much of a spiciness in there. This one is done very, very well. Then in the heart, you're going to notice there's some geranium, but it's very subdued. I would say the Bulgarian rose is a little bit more prominent in here. It's very soft, very powdery, and mixes very well with a jasmine, as well as some iris and ylang ylang. It's in the base, which becomes my absolute favorite. There's a little bit of a woodiness in here that you're going to get from the sandalwood, but then you're going to notice some patchouli. It is not overpowering, but it does make a statement. If you enjoy patchouli, you will really enjoy this fragrance. It also has a very creamy, smooth vanilla Tahiti, as well as some ambergris and musk. Very sexy, very pretty, very seductive. This is great for a date night with your significant other, if you're going out somewhere special, or perhaps it's a date at home and you're just cuddling by the fire. This is such a beautiful scent. It's mesmerizing, it's seductive. It's definitely one of those fragrances that will capture the attention of those close to you. As far as the projection, this projects very nicely. It does quickly become closer to the skin. It's not a skin scent. However, it is a lot closer to your skin. You'll get wafts of this throughout the evening. Longevity wise, this one on my skin is about 4 to 6 hours, but everybody is different. It may last a lot longer on you. It all depends on your skin's chemistry. And I love this one. As I mentioned, I just think it's fantastic. And again, this one was Mon Boudoir. All right, and as I mentioned, I was going to review the samples that really stood out to me that are full bottle worthy, in my opinion, that I would want. And the first one is Oranges and Fleurs Eau de Parfum. This is elegant and ambrosial floral fragrance that just has this gorgeous orange opening that mixes with these florals that I think is absolutely breathtaking. And this is actually the first sample that I tried. And as you can see, it's almost halfway gone. My husband loved this one. He complimented me on this and said, I don't know what you're wearing, but it smells beautiful. So yeah, I want a full bottle of this. This is, delicious. It has this soft orange blossom that's powdery. There's also some rose absolute as well as some Egyptian jasmine absolute. And then in the heart, this is where some tuberose makes a statement, and you really pick up on the tuberose in this particular fragrance, and I like that a lot. There's also some eau de brosse as well as ylang ylang and nutmeg. So you're getting a slight spiciness in here from that nutmeg, but it's not overly spicy, blends really well with all of the other notes. And then in the base is some cedar wood as well as musk. So you're getting that warm sun-kissed skin effect with this particular fragrance. I think it's classy. I think it's beautiful. It's definitely a fragrance to wear for the spring, the summertime. I honestly see a woman wearing this with a big brimmed hat, her sunglasses. She's out with friends. She's shopping. She's sitting in a little cafe, sipping on a cappuccino or a glass of champagne, whatever her wishes are. And she's just enjoying being with friends and enjoying the good life. That's what I picture with this particular fragrance. I think it's beautiful. It's feminine. It's classy. It projects nicely. It lasts a long time on the skin. And it leaves an absolutely Beautiful trail. And again, that one was the Orange and Fleur. All right, the next fragrance I need a full bottle of is Essence Rare Eau de Parfum Extreme from the Collection Privé line. This is a soft floral fragrance that is timeless and retains the classic French style. This is beautiful. This is feminine. This is just elegant. And I love how this one smells. It's very long lasting. Let's see. And it's very different, very unique. It stands out. It definitely makes a statement, especially if you want a fragrance that's not like everything else out there. This really is unique and beautiful. Again, very classy, sophisticated. I see this one more for like an evening event, a fine dinner. Now this opens with a nice mandarin that goes into the heart pretty quickly, where it's met with some jasmine. You're going to notice some rose. It's kind of powdery, as well as lily of the valley. Now it's in the base that you're going to notice a little bit of woodiness that's coming from the sandalwood. You're also going to get some oak moss, some amber, and vanilla powder. It has great longevity. It's long lasting both on the skin, on your clothes, projects nicely, and it does leave a beautiful trail. And that was the Essence Rare. All right, and the last sample that I'm going to review for you guys, and I want a full bottle of, is QUELQUES Fleurs Jardin Secret Eau de Parfum. This is a modern olfactive interpretation of a beautiful garden. And I'm not huge on overly floral fragrances, and this is floral, but it's done so well. It's so beautiful that I would love a bottle of this one, especially for the spring and summer. It feels so feminine and beautiful. This also would be great for a bride. It's just lovely. It has this softness to it that's sophisticated. It opens with some bergamot, so a slight citrus opening, not overpowering, mixes with a yellow mandarin and some neroli. And then in the heart, this is where you're going to pick up on this luscious magnolia flower that mixes with Narcissus Absolute, as well as a Rosa Centifolia Absolute, which is absolutely gorgeous. So very soft florals, not, like I said, overpowering. Perfect, perfect, perfect on the florals. And then in the base, you're getting some woodiness. It's coming from that sandalwood. You're getting some Ambrettes Absolute, some white amber, and musk. And again, it has this musk that gives it this sensual, almost this sun-kissed skin kind of vibe that's very warm, very elegant, very inviting. And that's exactly what I get from this fragrance. I think it's a great signature scent that is perfect for the spring, for the summertime, for the earlier parts of fall. It's luxurious. It smells exquisite, very feminine, just sophisticated. I love it. And it projects really well. It's about an arm's length. It comes in a little bit. For the first hour and a half, it's going to stay in this pretty big bubble around you. But then as the time goes by, it gets a little bit closer. And then you're going to have this nice little bubble around you, kind of like a blanket, a fragrant blanket, that you're going to get wafts of this beautiful fragrance throughout the day. People sitting nearby, they're going to be able to smell this on you. It's definitely one of those fragrances that will turn heads. Don't be surprised if someone wants to know what you're wearing. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's unique and it's very elegant. I like this one a lot. It definitely lasts a long time on the skin, a super long time on your clothes. All around gorgeous fragrance. And that was the QUELQUES Fleurs Jardin Secret. I just absolutely love a lot of these fragrances, and I enjoyed being able to share them with you. And if you're a guy, they also have a lot of men's fragrances. Let me know if there's something that you want me to review, and I'll reach out to them and see if I can get some samples for you guys. Would love to do that. But I really appreciate the time you took today to watch my video. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.